Welcome back to another episode of Grey Street Radio with your host, Danny.
And Mikey.
That's right. And today we have a Halloween-ish sort of thing going on for you today. So we actually have a...
Happy Halloween! But it's not Halloween yet.
It's not Halloween yet.
Next week it'll be Halloween.
It will be, yeah. Which I'm excited for.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so excited.
I get to go to work.
Yeah, so do I. But after work, it's really where the fun begins.
I might stream.
You might stream? What are you going to stream?
I guess the only horror game I have is Five Nights at Freddy's, which I don't want to play, and
don't play that.
Doki Doki Literature Club.
That's not a horror?
It is. It gets horror.
I mean, it gets pretty terrible, but it's not horror. It's more like it's kind of like an RPG, really.
If you're home, you should go on Discord and join with me, so you can experience it with me.
Okay. Well, actually, no. I'm going to be at a party, so.
No, you'll be done with the party by then.
How late are you going to stream?
I get out of work at 11.
Oh, true. Okay. Well, anyway, so...
Welcome back to the podcast.
Welcome back to the podcast. So today on our podcast, we're going to be doing a horror icons tier list. So that, I mean, you can look at all the photos here that we got. You know, we got Frankenstein, we got this dude from Scream, we got,
Ghostface.
Ghostface? Oh, that's his name, Ghostface.
His name is Ghostface.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, I associate the name Ghostface with the rapper from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Oh, yeah, Ghostface Killer.
Yeah, so I always think, I'm like, oh.
I actually taught him how to rap.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Well, if I call him up, do you think he'll be like, oh, yeah, Michael? Yeah, that guy's real.
No, he's
shit.
not picking up phone calls right now. He's sick.
Oh, he's sick? What is he? He has COVID?
No, I'm just making shit up.
Oh, okay. Well,
so, yeah, we're going to rank these guys.
So, yeah. So, obviously, S tier is definitely going to be Gizmo. No, I'm just kidding. We're going to get to that.
Shout out to my little Shih Tzu Gizmo.
Shout out to his little shit, Sue Gizmo.
Yeah.
Anyways. So, let's start with the first one. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got Carrie.
So Carrie is from the Stephen King novel and the 1980s movie?
Yeah, it's called...
Or is it a 70s movie?
Well, they've done this movie so many times. It's
yeah,
like
but
ridiculous.
the one that's
I think,
most
I think
well-known.
this is actually from the 70s or the 80s. I don't recall.
I haven't actually seen it.
The point is, I've seen it. It's actually a really good film.
Is she scary?
She is very scary.
All
I mean, because toward the end,
let's rank. Okay, this is how we can determine where we rank them, and then we can put them up on an average, right? So we can rank them like we'll tier them off of how iconic they are, how scary they are, and if we like the overall idea / design of the character.
Right.
So,
so are you familiar with the story of Carrie?
Of course, yeah.
Okay, cool. So you know that she has all these crazy ass powers.
She's got like crazy psychic powers, and her mother is like super religious and like locks her up
pretty much
in like closets and shit, and she gets bullied at school.
Mm-hmm.
And so whenever she like uses her psychic powers, she decides to really open her eyes really wide and have a scary look on her face.
Yes. Basically, yeah.
She's not that scary. It's just that final moment in the movie that's the
covered,
moment which is the only one I've seen where she looks quite terrifying.
Yeah, I mean, she's covered in pig's blood because, they wanted to prank her.
I thought it was period blood.
No, that's pig's blood.
Oh, but they did that to make fun of the fact that she had her period in the shower, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Although, I mean, that's kind of more like in the new reboot, I think, like with the one with Chloe Grace Moretz. I don't know if that's what happens in the original film, but nonetheless, they throw pig's blood on her regardless, and then obviously she gets so pissed and uses her crazy psychic powers to kill everybody. I would say, now, as an icon, I wouldn't really... What I call her an icon, I think she is iconic.
I think everybody knows the name
Everyone
Carrie.
knows Carrie, right? Like, everyone's familiar. I'm pretty sure you'd be like, you ever seen that movie Carrie? The one with the... You'd be like, oh, yeah, the one with the...
Or they would have at least heard of it.
Yeah, 100%. So I would say this is at least...
But I think, is that attributed to her or to Stephen King in general?
Well, it's a Stephen King novel.
Yeah, but, Stephen King's name holds more weight than some of his characters sometimes.
Like who?
Like me.
Well, you're not a character of Stephen King. At least not yet.
You don't know that. We could be in a Stephen King novel
Stephen
right
King,
now.
write us a novel, please.
Write a novel called Grey Street Turnaround.
Where it's just all about how we turn around.
No, it's about us singing Turn the Beat Around for 20 days and 20 nights till we all die.
That sounds horrifying.
Yeah, but it's a good song.
That is a good song, but not 20 days long. I mean, geez.
That's how disco works. You just put it on repeat.
Turn the beat around. All right. Okay, so Carrie, I don't know. I think she is iconic.
Maybe B?
But I don't know. I wouldn't really put her at B.
No?
Because, I mean, I don't think she's nearly as iconic as, like, Frankenstein.
Well, that's what
S
tier is
Dracula. You know what I mean? Okay, I guess that's fair, though. You know what?
Let's put her at C for now.
No.
Let's put her at C for now, and then we'll move her around.
Yeah, we'll move her around based on the other iconicism.
We'll move her around real good.
Okay, Jesus. Her mom will get you, man. Actually, no, she's dead.
Her mom's not going to do shit.
Her mom's dead. Because remember, she kills her. Anyways. So, all right. So, this next character, I'm actually not familiar with her, so you can...
She's, I forget the actress's name, but the movie is called Misery. And the story is basically, it's kind of... So, you'll notice that Stephen King, he's a fan of self-inserts. He likes to put himself in his own books a lot.
But this is a woman. He can't be this.
Well, he's not the woman. He's the guy in this movie. So in this movie, there's an author of a book series called Misery. Or I think the character in the book series is called Misery. And so he's like driving his car, and I think some kind of accident happens. And this woman that you see here in the picture, she saves him. And it turns out she's like his biggest fan. And she while he's like passed out from medication, she's like a nurse apparently, or a retired nurse. So while he's passed out, she reads his transcript and realizes that he's gonna kill off Misery because he wants to move on to different stories. And she like goes crazy. Like there's a part in the movie where she grabs like a sledgehammer and breaks one of his feet. And she's like constantly torturing him, and so that way he can write the book that she wants.
Well, okay, that's pretty dark.
Yeah.
Jesus. But is this like a screenplay? This is based off a novel? I mean, who is this?
It's a book, and then it became a movie.
Okay.
Like all of Stephen King stuff.
So this is another Stephen King, right? Okay,
Yeah.
Cool. Oh, yeah, you did say that. I'm sorry.
I'd say she probably belongs in C, because even though people know Misery,
I don't know her. I've never heard of her.
I think most people know her.
I don't know. Well, all right. Yeah, you know what? I think she's C, but definitely below Carrie.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Because I think Carrie's more iconic than... I don't know who this lady is. Anyways, okay, so next person we have is...
I'm pretty sure that's Phantom of the Opera.
I think this is Phantom of the Opera.
That's him after he removes his mask.
All right, well...
Actually, let's check that. Let's search it right now.
All right.
Phantom of the Opera, 19... I'd assume that's a 40s movie?
25? 43?
43, if I had to guess. And then images. No. Then maybe it is 25. Holy shit.
25. Damn.
That's old. Yeah.
That is the one. Oh my god, yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing.
That's good prosthetics for 1925.
It really is. I genuinely thought this was the 1940s when I saw this. It's kind of good. I like it.
It's pretty good. So I think everybody's heard of the musical. Is it a musical? It's a play.
It is a musical.
Oh, okay.
I mean, when Andrew Lloyd Webber made it a musical, I don't know if
but
it
it's
still
a
is.
play.
But it's a play.
So everyone's heard Phantom of the Opera. Like
Yeah.
that name speaks for itself. No.
Definitely iconic.
Is it scary though?
I don't know.
I have actually never seen Phantom of the Opera.
I don't think it's necessarily scary.
Have you seen Phantom of the Opera?
No. I've never seen it, but I'm familiar with it.
I think based off of its name alone that everybody knows it.
It carries weight.
I think it should just go to B for now.
That's fair. All right, Frankenstein, easily S tier. This guy's iconic.
But he's not scary.
He's the iconic movie monster,
he's not scary.
Everyone knows who Frankenstein is.
He's never been scary.
How has he never been scary?
Have you ever been scared by him?
Well, I've never had a chance to really run into him. Therefore, I couldn't be scared by him.
I think the idea of a 7-foot tall green man is that scary.
Yeah, but it's not just a green man. He's recreated from other body parts. What if he had Lexington Steele's cock?
He's just a zombie before The Walking Dead, or what was it? The Day of the Dead was made. He's like the precursor to a zombie.
Yeah. Okay. Look, let me put it this way. I don't think he's scary, but I think he's one of the most iconic movies, like iconic movie villains. I'll put that quote unquote villains of all time. He's iconic. Everyone knows who Frankenstein is.
Yeah, but do they fear Frankenstein?
What does it matter?
All right. Are you scared by the idea of Frankenstein?
Not really.
I'd say put him in A tier.
Damn. I really think we're lowballing him. But that's
Are you
all right.
sure? Okay, fine. Put him in S tier.
I think look, the only reason I put him up there is because I think he's one of the most iconic.
I agree. He is super iconic, but he's just not scared. Put him in low S tier. We'll keep him in S tier.
Okay. All right.
But I disagree.
Look, let's just put him in A then. All right.
No, you have a say too.
All right, S tier.
All right, Ghostface, Killer.
I don't know. I'm just kidding.
We don't. We're lying. We've actually never.
We're like, who's Frankenstein? All right, Ghostface Killer, the rapper. So he's
actually technically his name's Frankenstein's monster.
I know because it doesn't have. I know. Anyway, so Ghostface. Well, did this guy really scare me per se? To be fair, I actually know him more from Scary Movie.
Yeah. I mean, I think the mask alone is kind of spooky.
It is.
Like it's a little unnerving, but I don't know. I'd say he's not that scary. I'd say the version, that version of his mask where like you press the heart pump and then
the blood
comes
flowing out.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give him S tier just for that. No, don't put him in S tier.
I'm gonna put him in A tier.
Do you think
you know what?
A
No,
tier?
B tier, but above Phantom of the Opera.
Like if we were in the 90s, he'd definitely be A tier, but like
yeah. Okay, I've never seen Hellraiser, but this guy scares the shit out of me.
He scares you? Why?
This dude is a fucking demon.
He's a what is it? Neobite?
Whatever the fuck, dude. The point is that he's from hell and he has so much fucking power within him.
Have you seen some of the shit that these guys can do in Hellraiser?
No.
They like can basically like it's like body horror. The movie's body horror. They like fuck people up, dude. Like there's like a part where like someone's like face has like chains put into them and then it's like stretched out or something like that.
That sounds horrifying.
I'm going off of memory. I think, and he's got like a really deep voice. Like he's got a really like booming voice.
Dude, this is fucking Pinhead we're talking about here.
Fucking Pinhead.
Pinhead.
That's not a very threatening name, I'll say.
Well, I mean, it's because he has pins in his head.
I know, but like Pinhead is typically used for like, to call someone an idiot.
Maybe he's an idiot. Maybe he's just not all together there.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why he looks like that.
I'd say, he's pretty big for the 80s. Or was it the 90s?
I don't recall, actually. All I know is that this guy terrifies me.
You want to put him in B?
I'll put him in B. I don't know if I'd put him above Ghostface, only because...
I kind of want to put Phantom of the Opera above Ghostface, I'm going to be honest with you.
Seriously?
Yeah, just because it is like, he's like one of the most famous, like, it's like one of the most famous plays of all time.
All right, fine, that's fair.
Like the same way like that we are pushing Frankenstein up to S tier off name alone.
Fine.
Now, Little Pet Shop of Horrors, I know of it. I don't know anything else about it.
I don't think it's very scary, I don't think.
He sings a pretty good song, or she does.
I don't know, but is it scary?
Just put it in, I don't know, because I don't think I have any way of telling you whether I think it's
I don't know either.
good.
Okay, what is this?
I don't know, but it looks pretty creepy. I guess put it in C.
Just that's it.
I don't know. I don't know.
That does look terrifying.
I mean, imagine you wake up and that's your paralysis monster. You will never sleep again.
Dude, what if I put that as your wallpaper?
I wouldn't like that.
I'd be like, can you change it? I'll be like, no.
All right, so Candyman.
All right, so Candyman, I mean...
The story. So I'm going to give you my rough memory of what I know of the story, but this is not going to be like... If you guys know more about it, leave in the comments.
So I actually have a question. What kind of candy does he give out? Is it like Twix, Snickers?
I think he's called the Candyman because he's a Candyman. But anyways, so what happens in this movie is basically... Like, so the story behind Candyman is that it took like, he's from like when slavery, I think, was still around, or maybe it was just after slavery. And apparently he was caught like in a relationship with this woman, and everyone said that like he raped her, or she said that he raped her. I'm not sure which one. And so they based the way they killed him, I think, could be wrong, is that like they covered him in like honey and they had like bees like sting him to death or something like that. I think.
That sounds terrifying.
Or they set him on fire.
Well, either way, that sounds awful.
So basically, he has like the power to like control bees and shit, and he's got like a hook for a hand, and he's like, treats for my sweet, and then he kills you.
Wow. You know what? Now that you mentioned that, you said hook for a hand, and can basically summon bees. Those are two superpowers that you have in BioShock. This
he's
guy,
the BioShock man.
This guy's the BioShock man. It's official.
I think based off his story, I mean, this is the rough summation of his story. I don't know. I guess C. I don't want to put him in D. I want to save D for like bad shit that's not at all like that shouldn't even be on this list.
I will say that Candyman, although not, I don't know, he's not. To me, he's not iconic, but the idea of what kind of powers that he has is kind of, scary. I guess we'll put him above whatever the fuck this guy is.
Yeah, at least put him above that.
Just because we don't know who this guy is or what he does. For all you know, he could just like sniff your dick and then like, walk away, and that's just what he does.
I'd hope so.
You'd hope so?
I'd hope so. That'd be good. That'd be a good time.
Yeah, I mean, he does have that kind of like crack cocaine eyes.
He's got some good DSLs right there.
Oh yeah.
Let's look up. I don't even know if we can look up a picture of this guy because I don't know what he looks like.
Can you actually? Hold on, let me see. Can you save as? Oh no, this is just the web page. Okay. Never mind.
Damn. Rip. I guess leave in the comments if you know who the fuck that is. I have no clue who that is.
Yeah, I don't know who any of these people are. All right. So next one is Norman Bates.
Norman Bates from Psycho.
I've
never actually seen Psycho.
Well, just know that he's very subservient to his mother, even though I think his mother's technically dead in the movie.
I know that his mother's dead and that he basically is dressed up as his mother. And then he's of course responsible for one of the most famous death scenes of all time.
The one in the shower.
Yeah, the one in the shower and the chocolate syrup and the ding 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 ding.
That's him.
Yeah.
All right, so let's put him in A tier.
A tier?
I think he's an A tier character. No.
I
mean, who?
I'll agree with you on that one.
I think he's an A tier.
Like he inspired.
So many horror films. Yeah.
And he's inspired by Ed Gein, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's one of the inspirations for him, which Ed Gein also inspired the Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well, there you go. Which we're gonna eventually get to over
Leatherface
here.
is his name.
Yeah, we're gonna eventually get to him over there.
Gizmo, I'm gonna put. I would say he's D tier. I know
that dude's not scary at all.
I know Gremlins. Like Gremlins scared me as a child, but I was a fucking child. 1, 2. I just don't think even putting aside that fact, they're not doing any favors by putting his picture. I don't know. You've seen Gremlins, no?
No.
Oh, well then we don't know.
I mean, how terrifying can these shits be anyways? They look cute as hell, honestly.
I don't know. Look up pictures of Gremlins.
All right, let's go look at it.
Have you never seen what a gremlin looks like?
I've never seen what a gremlin looks like.
Wow.
Gremlin. Let's look it up. What kind of powers do they have?
They're scary.
I don't know. These shits don't. Oh, that looks kind of scary.
Yeah. So basically, the thing about I think you can't get a gremlin wet or feed it after midnight, and I think both of those things happened. And so what happened was basically a bunch of the demon-looking ones came out.
Oh, I see. And I imagine they would so they would normally look like this.
Yeah.
This is normal, but then after midnight, if you feed it or some shit, then it turns into this demon.
Yeah, even though it's always after midnight somewhere in the world, so that rule doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, it's after midnight. It's whoa, it's after midnight somewhere.
Oh, look at that sexy one.
Ooh, which one? This one?
Yeah. Let's get a close up on
that. No, we're not gonna get. You know what? Let's stop that. Okay.
Invisible Man gets F. I've never
He doesn't scare me.
Invisible Man is the most pathetic villain of all time, and I hope whoever came up with the idea of Invisible Man dies. And considering how old he is, it probably is dead.
Okay, look, you know what? I'm gonna put him in D tier just because Queen wrote a song about him.
Did they?
Yeah, you never heard it?
I don't think so.
I'm the Invisible Man, dude. I'm the Invisible Man, dude. Incredible how you can. Listen to it.
I'll listen to it, but I want to keep him in F because we need somebody in F.
Yeah, as in fuck this invisible guy.
That clown looks scary.
All right, let's put him in C tier.
Yeah, let's put him next to that guy. We don't know anything
else about him. We don't know about these guys, so we're just whatever. Okay, so
Jigsaw himself is not scary.
Okay, the puppet himself is not scary, but
I don't even think Saw is scary.
No. There is something kind of terrifying about it.
What?
And have you ever seen any of the Saw movies?
I've seen the first 2, I think.
Saw 2 is...
I've definitely seen the first one.
Okay, Saw 2 is by far, I think, the best one in the entire series.
Do you think so?
Saw 2, yeah.
I think the first one's the best one.
It's good, but Saw 2 had something about it, right? Because you had all these... And here's the thing. So, obviously not Jigsaw, but the guy behind Jigsaw is well aware of everyone's vices.
Actually, Jigsaw is a little creepy.
I mean, he is creepy.
Especially with that laugh.
Yeah, well, not only that, but the way that he kind of bikes down with that little...
with the little tricycle.
The little tricycle. He's kind of creepy. But, hold on. Let's also discuss about the character in and of himself, right? Because obviously there's a guy who's behind Jigsaw, but is not necessarily Jigsaw, if you know what I mean. Because... It's really more. I think they have a name for him. It's called Billy the Puppet. But Jigsaw is the guy that orchestrates the whole thing.
His name's Jigsaw.
No, this is not Jigsaw.
No, that's Jigsaw.
This.
It's Jigsaw. I'm gonna make him look shit up for no reason.
How much you willing to bet? It's called Billy the Puppet.
See, told
Billy
you.
the Puppet.
Billy the Puppet. It's not Jigsaw.
Shut up, bitch. Anyways, so
We just get
John
into a fist.
Okay, yes.
We just get into a fight right here.
Okay, so look, so John Kramer is the guy who is Jigsaw, like that's his real name.
Hold on. What's that picture over there?
Which one?
The old man?
Yeah, that's him.
No, that's Billy the Puppet.
Okay, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Anyway, so the idea behind Jigsaw.
So then we can't judge. Okay, so if that's not Jigsaw and that's Billy the Puppet, then we can't base it off Jigsaw.
No, but this is who he's tied to.
So let's judge Billy the Puppet.
We can't
and
judge.
Let's hope
it's
for
just
a picture.
a puppet.
Let's hope for a picture of Jigsaw.
No, he's not here.
Well, then he doesn't count.
No, this is what he signifies, dude. I'm telling you, I think he's creepy just because he knows about your struggles. He knows who you are as a person. And dude, like there's this one girl who was a drug addict in Saw 2 that forced her to go into a pile of dirty needles to find a key.
Let me speak.
And that's pretty bad.
I think if we were only counting the first 3 Saw movies, I'd put him in A tier. But all the other ones after that are so awful, terrible, and not worth watching that he must be moved down to B tier.
That's fair.
But I'll give you to put him in front of Ghostface at least.
Yeah, I think he's scarier than Ghostface.
Oh yeah, definitely.
All right,
Leatherface.
Leatherface.
Now, unfortunately for Leatherface, none of the movies after the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre are very good.
It's true.
And I think so, at least. But that first one, that's a horrifying movie. That's a horrifying experience. Have you seen the first Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
Mm-hmm. And I honestly, because of that film, now only if it was only that film, I'd definitely put him in either S tier or A tier. But
yeah, we got to put him in B.
But because of the reboots, unfortunately, his name has been dragged through the mud. So
I'd say I think he should at least go above Pinhead.
Oh, definitely. I think we can agree on that. There you go,
bro. Like that. I just want to talk a little bit about him a little more though. Like. That scene at the very end of the first one where he's like basically dancing with the chainsaw.
Oh yeah.
Like that like mesmerizes me. Like that's like that's like literal art at that point.
Dude, it's so he's terrifying, honestly. He actually scares the shit out of me because the fact that he made that mask out of real humans' faces.
Yeah.
Is just like holy shit.
And I kind of wonder if he made that mask or if his family made it and told him he has to wear it. Because he's clearly like a beta in the family.
Oh yeah,
he just does what they tell him to.
Pretty much. So
that's first scene where he shows up. Like that's like a jump scare, but that's like a good jump scare where they don't just have the music go. The jump scare is just he came out from the side of the door and smashed this guy in the head with a hammer.
Pretty much, yeah.
It's fucking terrifying.
Terrifying.
No, Michael Myers.
All right, so.
Again, another character with a few good movies,
right?
But a lot of bad ones.
Now, here's the thing. I'm not too sure why he's considered a horror film because look, I look up Michael Myers. Now he usually goes by Mike.
All right.
So
okay, this episode's over. Thanks for watching, guys.
He usually goes by Mike, right? So I was like, what's so scary about this guy? He's the voice of Shrek. He's a guy from Wayne's World. I mean, he's also Austin Powers. I mean, did he become a serial killer?
What's that actor from Star Trek again? I'm forgetting his name.
Who?
The first guy from Star Trek.
You talking about William Shatner?
Yes. So the mask Michael Myers wears is actually a William Shatner mask.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah. But okay. Anyways, so Mike Myers.
He's from the film series Halloween, so it's very clearly that's already going to give him an edge icon-wise.
It's very apropos.
All right, let's say hypothetically that Mike Myers wasn't from the movie Halloween. Okay, so
okay, but real shit though. Mike Myers, where are we gonna put him?
I think he belongs in A, if I'm being honest.
In front of this guy?
No,
behind the guy.
Because he has too many bad movies.
That's fair.
Although I think that recent one was very, very good.
It was. And
I will say, filmmakers out there, aspiring ones. That's how you do female characters. That's how you do female empowerment. Those 3 main female characters are actually well written and good, unlike a lot of the other movies nowadays. Like, bro, like Jamie Lee Curtis in that movie is so good. Like, especially like one of my favorite scenes is where she literally visits like her family in the restaurant and she just breaks down crying because she realizes like how fucked up her and her family's lives are because of everything.
Oh yeah.
Now, Pennywise.
Now, so this one is actually giving us the Bill Skarsgård version.
Which I think is definitely scarier.
I think it's definitely scarier than the Tim Curry version. Or would you say just as scary?
Oh, I'd say scary.
Actually, no. This one is scarier because you
Hands
see like
down.
all like the morphing and like he becomes like almost like a spider.
That part where he comes out of the fridge in the
Yeah,
first one. I still haven't seen part 2.
That's horrendous. I haven't seen part 2 either.
But I've seen clips of it. Oh, the clip I love from part 2 is where he shows up as like a human for a second, and then he like starts like wiping his hands on his face, and it shows the white under his skin.
Right.
Like it's an awesome cutscene.
So that's pretty terrifying. So I'm gonna say that he. Now, would you consider the Bill Skarsgård an icon as is, like one of the top tier, or would you?
He's a modern icon. I think he's really left an impact because it's one of the first horror movies in recent memory that is actually, to me, like
terrifying.
It's not just terrifying; it's just a good story.
That's fair.
Because there's too many horror movies where it's like, yeah, it was scary, but was it a good movie?
That's true.
Like, that's why I don't care for the horror genre that much, because most of the time I'm watching a movie and it's either all jump scares or it's good, it's got good atmosphere, but the writing is garbage and the acting is terrible.
Right. So where are we gonna put this, man?
Should we? Okay, let's also let's talk about the Tim Curry version as well. Let's put them together.
Okay.
Because I think that'll make it a little more fair. Tim Curry is a legend. His version of Pennywise is legendary as well.
Mm-hmm. But I think it was more campy than
it was more campy,
guy.
but it still had its really good moments.
That's fair.
Like the part where
wait a second, wasn't there a part in the Tim Curry film where he starts talking about like, or was it in the in the novel where he's messing around with like 13-year-olds?
No, the clown never touches the kids in that way. I think.
Really?
I think the scene you're talking about. Okay, so you're talking about the 13-year-old gangbang.
Yes.
So that's something that so from what I understand, and I haven't read the book because the book's like 5,000 pages long, and I'm not gonna do that.
Or does he just watch and he's like,
no, this is after they defeat him the first time, so they need to figure out how to get out, and so they figured the way to get out is to like have a gangbang or something like that. I don't actually know the reason. That
sounds hilarious.
Look up. Let's look it up live. Why do the 13-year-olds have a gangbang? Hold on. You might want to word that differently.
Oh yeah, wait, hold on.
The feds are going to be on you.
13-year-old gangbang is probably not the thing you want to look up.
Okay,
why? Gangbang.
No, why? Just put why. Why?
Here we go. It movie. Oh, here we go. What was the purpose for the orgy? There we go.
And the girl describes their cocks too, I believe.
Seriously?
Yeah, it's like, oh, the fat kid had the biggest or whatever.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so well, they deleted it, but apparently, so it's not even really an orgy. What it is, it's actually Bev making love to 6 friends at one time.
That's a gangbang.
Separately. It's not at the same time. Okay. To bring them back together so they can make their escape. So that was kind of like the whole thing. But here's the thing,
It's still wrong.
I don't get it. Like what? Okay, hold on.
Hold on.
We need to find a better one.
Wait. There was different comments there that said what Stephen King said about it.
Yeah, that's what he said about it.
Well, he's the author.
Let me see. Okay, I wasn't really thinking of the sexual aspect of it. The book dealt with childhood and adulthood in 1958 and grown-ups. The grown-ups don't remember their childhood. None of us really remember what we did as children. We think we do, but we don't remember it as it really happened. Intuitively, the losers knew they had to be together again. The sexual act connected childhood and adulthood. It's another version of the glass tunnel that connects the children's library and the adult library. Times have changed since I wrote that scene, and there is now more sensitivity to those issues. I don't like...
I don't think we should get off on a tangent on this.
Look, man, I just... fine. But I just want to, like, I'm gonna look more into it after this. But it's just like, why? What the fuck, Stephen King?
Okay. So behind the scenes, we've been talking about what we should do for our review this month. What if we just review it Part 1 and Part 2?
That's fair.
And then you would actually have a reason to look into why the gangbang happens.
There you go.
All right. So next week, be ready. We're gonna review it Part 1 and Part 2, which is good for me because I still haven't seen Part 2 and I love Part 1.
There you go. All right, so this guy is obviously...
I'd say... I don't think he belongs in A still.
Really?
Yeah, I just... High B.
High S, okay, got it.
No! Now, the Ring.
The Ring girl.
I mean, her name is like...
So wait, so let me get this. Is this the one that's just like...
I think her name is Sawako or Sadako?
Yeah, but this is the one that you put in the tape and it goes, in 7 days you're going to die or whatever?
Yeah, if you put in the tape and then it plays a video of a ring and some dumb Asian bitch coming out of a well.
7 days.
7 days. I haven't seen the movie because it scares me.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, she's pretty legendary.
Although to be fair,
let's put her an A for representation. It's the only Japanese film we have here.
I didn't know The Ring was Japanese.
The original is Japanese.
That's interesting. Where do we put it?
I'll put it low A because we're just doing it off name alone.
Well, here's the thing. So let's talk about The Ring for a second. Now, like, let's say, for example, I watched the VHS, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I get that phone call in 7 days I'm going to die, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what if I leave the TV on the edge of, like, my building, right? Like, let's say I leave it off the edge of a skyscraper. So now when she comes out of the TV, she just falls to her death.
I mean, I don't think she works with real life physics. So
Get played? No, get played. No. Yeah, she's
right,
dead.
the Babadook.
Babadook.
I've heard fantastic things about the movie. I haven't seen it myself, and I don't think you've seen it.
Never seen a Baba or a Duck. So
all right, so let's just put it in I don't know.
Let's
Let's be fair and not judge it on looks alone.
Hannibal Lecter.
Even though we've done that with The Invisible Man.
Yeah, well, it is.
Well, we know the Invisible Man.
We know the Invisible One. He's invisible and he's a man. There you go. That's all you need to fucking know.
He's not scary.
All right, so he's not.
Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter, dude, this guy is fucking amazing.
S tier. He's a legend.
He really is a legend.
The actor's
come on, dude. Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, Hopkins.
He plays.
What did I call the actor last time when we were doing the Marvel tier list?
I don't remember.
I called him the same actor as C-3PO.
Anthony Daniels.
Yeah, I called him Anthony Daniels.
So this guy now, dude, Silence of the Lambs is easily one of the best films of all time. Like, don't at me.
Oh yeah, I saw it for the first time last year.
Oh, did you really?
Yeah, it was fantastic. Great movie.
Gets the lotion on the skin, or else it gets the hose again. Put the lotion in the fucking basket.
Would you fuck me?
I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me, sir.
So fucking strange, dude. That scene where she's like trying to hunt him down is like super tense.
It is, man.
And every scene with him is just fantastic. Like, what a legendary scene. Like, I mean, there's not really much to say about it. Bride of Frankenstein belongs in F.
Dude, not scary. Not even remotely scary. Like, I'd rather just fuck her than like scream
You know
at
what?
her.
Yeah, she is quite attractive. Put her in D. I don't even want to fuck the Invisible. No, put Gizmo over her though.
Oh, okay. What? So you're saying you'd fuck Gizmo?
No, I'm saying at least the monster version of Gizmo looks a little scary.
Look, man. Fleshlight. That's all I'm saying.
All right.
All right. So Chucky.
Chucky terrified me as a child.
Chucky is pretty terrifying though. Like because he goes from like,
you fucking bitch,
and he goes, you fucking bitch. Which, by the way, Mark Hamill did an amazing job at voicing. Dude, you have to watch Mark Hamill voice this guy.
But is it as good, or is it only good because of Mark Hamill?
I think Mark Hamill kills the role. Like, I think he really does it very well.
But I'm asking about the rest of the movie. Like,
the rest of the movie, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
But Mark
Hamill's performance is like spot on.
I get you.
So, you want to put in B?
Put it in B. Oh, I didn't even mean to say it. Yeah, put him in B.
I'd say right here.
You think so?
Or no, right here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, because he's
not that scary.
Yeah,
he is quite scary.
Yeah, but everyone knows who Chucky is. Like, you
I'm being super contradictory. I'm like, he's not that
scary, but he's scary.
Quite scary.
All right, yeah.
It's like someone holds a gun to me, and I'm like, look, I'm not scared if you kill me, but I'd really like if you don't shoot me.
He says, you know what?
Well, I guess you could
fucking shoot me, but don't.
You could say, oh, I would rather you kill me, but I don't want to feel pain, so shoot me.
Or just shoot me in the head, but don't, because I want me to look pretty.
I don't want to not survive it, and then I don't want to. Whatever. Okay, Trick or Treat. I'm forgetting the name of this character.
This is this is Sackboy from Little Big Planet.
Look up the movie Trick or Treat.
That's what are you talking about, dude? That's Sackboy.
No, it's not.
Dude, look, watch. You ready?
Look up images. You'll all see. See, okay, that's what he looks like without the sack on his head.
It's kind of hot. But I'll tell you what, you know who looks scarier?
Sackboy?
Wait, hold on. It did say Trick or Treat, though. Hold on. I kind of want to see that.
That sounds cool, actually. Let's see this.
Kind of want to see this now, just out of curiosity. Oh, there it is. Look.
Oh, that's cute.
They made him.
What is his name, though? What is the Trick or Treat?
His name is Sam.
Sam,
yeah.
Yeah, so he's like a kid or whatever.
This is so dope, though. I kind of want a Sackboy now, honestly. Are they gonna come out with it? Yes, they are. Oh my god, I literally
already came out.
I was gonna ask.
But that's a platformer. That's not another Little Big Planet.
What is Little Big Planet?
technically a platformer.
It's a platformer, exactly. That's all.
But it's
I need
not
to know.
strictly a platformer.
Dude, I don't care. Okay, anyways. So, I don't know too much about this guy.
I like his design. I think alone for the design, let's just put him at the bottom of C tier.
Yeah, I don't know him too much, but I guess he looks kind of scary. But these two, I don't know who the fuck they are.
So
okay, I don't know who the fuck this guy is either.
He's the clown from The Devil's Rejects and 1,000. It's the Rob Zombie movies.
I've never seen a Rob Zombie movie.
Okay, so I haven't seen the movies either, but I've seen Dead Meat's videos counting the kills on it. From what I've seen, he's pretty good, and he does a really good job, like acting wise.
Oh, this is Rob Zombie right here.
No, that's not Rob Zombie.
Oh, okay.
That's Sam Haig, I think, is his name.
I don't know.
I would say put him above Candyman, based on what I've seen.
Where is he?
To the right.
Black guy. There it is. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yes, black guy.
I'm just like, I know he's black. That's all
The creature of the Black Lagoon's not scary. Put him in F.
Although he is pretty iconic.
He is.
I'll say let's put him up here.
All right, fine.
Because I don't think Invisible Man. Who the fuck goes? Invisible Man.
Oh, I can't see you. Oh.
Yeah. Plus, I actually did meet this guy at SuperCon.
And how was he?
He was old.
How old is he?
Pretty old. I don't know. Like let's say 70s.
Freddy Krueger.
Pretty scary.
Quite scary.
I'd say.
I think only in the first movie he's scary though. Everything after that he's just kind of funny.
What about Freddy versus Jason though?
He's definitely not scary there, and the movie's not good.
I'm sorry. What?
That movie's not good. It's so over the top.
Supposed to be.
When's the last time you saw it? When's the last
movie?
time? It is over the top in a way that a horror movie shouldn't be if it wants to be a horror movie. In fact, I'd say it's more of an action movie than a horror movie.
I guess that's fair.
It's like a horror-themed action movie.
Yeah. All right, so B tier.
No. I'm not. I think he belongs in A tier.
Just because of the iconic.
Well, he's just great. Like his design is great. The idea of like his story is great. Like I think Freddy Krueger is great, and the actor, of course, who plays him,
which is Robert Englund.
Yeah, Robert Englund. He's fantastic. I'd say put him below Michael Myers. Yeah.
Cool.
Beetlejuice.
Not scary.
Not scary
Very
at all.
Very funny.
Very good movie too.
Very good movie. So I
great design.
I like him.
I'd say C tier because he's just not scary.
But I'm gonna put him above everybody else just because I really like him.
That's fair. Put him above Misery actually.
Yeah, that's true. I like him a lot more than Misery.
Yeah.
Bride of Chucky, F tier. I don't care about her.
Yeah, I don't know anything about her.
I'm going to put her above Invisible Man because Invisible Man is garbage.
Invisible Man, you're garbage. Your family's garbage. Your children are garbage. And my opinion wouldn't change if you got hit by a Mack truck. Anyways, Leprechaun. I hear that's a very terrible series of films, but I've never seen them.
Me neither, so I'm just going to put in I don't know.
Yeah, just put in I don't know.
I don't know anything about that guy. Now, Jason
is the most overrated horror villain of all time. He is a glorified zombie.
Isn't that the sound that he makes or whatever?
Yeah, he goes.
Okay, so
he's overrated, glorified zombie. Like,
I still think he's iconic.
He's definitely iconic. I don't want him in A tier. I'm gonna say that much.
Would you put him above?
How many of his movies have you seen?
Oh my god! Well, I haven't seen the first Friday of the 13th.
Oh yeah?
I haven't seen the first one. I've seen like the third one.
Where he gets his mask?
I think so.
Because he doesn't have it in the first two movies.
Right.
In the first movie, it's not even him; it's his mom.
Right.
And in the second movie, it's him, but he just has a bag over his head.
And the third one, that's when he gets.
When he gets the mask.
So I've seen the third one, and I've also seen Freddy vs. Jason.
Have you seen Jason X?
Haven't seen Jason X.
So, like, from what I understand, 90% of his movies are hot garbage.
Yeah, but I think I heard Jason X is actually like a pretty good take on it. Well, hold on, because there's actually a whole mythos behind him. Now, I'm not too sure what about the mythos because I've heard that there's it's kind of complicated. I have to look more into it, but there's a huge mythos between Jason and like the whole like thing. There's a whole thing behind it. I don't know.
I'd say put him at the top of B tier.
Just because he's iconic.
Yeah. Like, he is super iconic, of course. He's like one of the first faces you think of, or masks, you think of when you think of Halloween. But
true.
The problem is that if you break it down, he is just like a superpowered zombie. That's all he is. Like he just doesn't die.
He might as well just be Solomon Grundy.
Now Dracula,
dude, S tier.
Yeah,
This
I mean,
guy
if we're
is
putting
classic.
if we're putting Frankenstein in S tier, then we have to put Dracula in. I think Dracula is better than Frankenstein.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that.
Now we come to the villain of my favorite horror movie,
What's his name?
Jack Nicholson.
No, obviously. But what's his name?
It's Jack. It's I think his name is Jack in the movie.
No, his name is not Jack.
Double check.
I don't know. Wait, actually, is it Jack?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh
it
yeah,
is.
that's right. His name is Jack, but he goes, "Here's Johnny."
He goes, "Here's Johnny," and then Shelley Duvall goes, "Ah!" in response.
Jack. Well, his name is what is it?
His name is Jack the Shining.
No, his last name is Torrence. John.
Johnny!
Oh, okay. So
Johnny!
Okay. So his name is Jack Torrance. Obviously, I didn't realize that Jack was a nickname for John. So when he says "Here's Johnny," which, by the way, in case many people know this, but maybe some don't. That "Here's Johnny" part was completely improvised.
Yeah,
like,
it's
he literally
improv. It's based off the Johnny Carson show.
Oh, is that really what it is?
Yeah, because at the beginning of the show they go, "Here's Johnny."
Oh,
and then the band's like.
Yeah, but I guess he just decided to add that in there with that flair.
Because he's just nuts at that point in the movie. That scene has one of my favorite scenes, not in just horror, but in just film in general, where he's like going up to Shelley Duvall. What's her name in the movie? It's Mary, I think.
No. Let's look it up. Wikipedia. Let's go. Woo, Wikipedia.
Is it Mary Lou?
Shelley Duvall. Oh her
God,
face.
She looks so scared.
Dude, that's terrifying. That's the UK release.
Her acting in that movie is so good. I know she was basically tortured by Stanley Kubrick for those scenes, but like she's so good. Wendy, her name's Wendy.
Wendy, that's right. Wendy.
So that scene when he's like following her up the stairs and she's got a bat and he's just like, "Wendy, my darling, the light of my life.
Darling,
I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in." And he's just he's nuts. I love him. He's so good in this movie.
Dude, have you ever seen him in One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
I know. I've heard about that one. I need to see that one.
You watch that one immediately. It's such a good one.
He's also my favorite Joker, personally. I like him more than Heath Ledger's.
That's saying something, man.
I know, but we can't get into that now.
All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
One of the most famous parts of the movie, of course. I know people give Stephen King, they give Stanley Kubrick shit for changing Stephen King's story, but like, the movie's good. Like, it's its own thing now. It's its own entity. And if you want a more accurate version, you can watch the terrible 90s TV movie.
Right. Which, by the way, fun fact.
Series.
Danny Torrance's real name, like the actor's name, is also Danny.
Danny Lloyd. I bet Stanley Kubrick did that on purpose.
Yeah, because
Do you think Stanley Kubrick had autism? Like he was so.
That's such a random.
No, because
you think he was autistic?
No, I'm asking like seriously because like so one of the things about autism, and I could be wrong, so you can correct me in the comments, but I'm pretty sure one of the things is that you like get hyper focused on things. Like that's one of the characteristics.
Maybe.
And he like. There was that. I think it was in The Shining. He had to like redo a scene like 100 and something times.
127 times.
Yes.
Was it 127 times?
I'm pretty sure. Because
because I remember from the rap battle, he's like, "Do a take and do it right 127 times."
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was in The Shining.
Yeah. Look. Oh, it even says it right here. Like he often asked for several dozen retakes of the same shot in a movie, which resulted in many conflicts with his cast. I mean, but this guy is a legend, though.
Oh, no. Definitely one of the greatest directors of all time.
One of the greatest directors.
Let's bring him back to life.
Yeah. You want to do that, bro?
Fuck yeah. I want more Stanley Kubrick movies.
I would love that.
Let's get a collab between Stanley Kubrick and
Grey Street.
and Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, no.
You know, I would love to one day, I mean, it would have to be for the right song, but I would love to one day do a music video where we recreate the ending scenes from The Shining.
Mm-hmm.
I think that'd be a really cool video idea.
Which, by the way, speaking of Kubrick, just to go off on this, the first time I ever saw this film was literally a few months ago, Doctor Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
I still haven't seen that.
So funny. It's like hilarious. Watch it. It's so good. It has Peter Sellers playing the main three characters, and then you have a whole bunch of other people here like Slim Pickens, and Sterling Hayden, yes. George C. Scott, Tracy Reed. These are all like very iconic OG like actors. But dude, this is so good. Like, watch this. Oh yeah, also James Earl Jones is in it. Like, just fun fact.
That's pretty cool.
It's super dope.
All right, so anyways, let's rate Jack Torrance.
Oh yeah, so anyways, let's go back. So Jack Torrance, and this is the last one.
I think he belongs in A tier. Personally.
But yeah, I think he's like, dude, the guy made.
I don't think he. I don't know if we can put him above Psycho.
Wow, you're saying something.
That's actually really hard. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. You know what? Let's just say that they're equal.
All right. But we're gonna put him first.
Yeah, put him first.
They're equal, but we're gonna.
Obviously, I'm very biased because The Shining's my favorite horror movie. Wait, they don't have The Thing in here.
They don't have The Thing.
I guess
in
The
here.
Thing doesn't have a consistent form. Where would you put The Thing? I'd put it in an A as well.
A as well, but above this guy.
Michael Myers.
Above Michael Myers.
So yeah, that's our ranking for the. I think this is probably going to be our shortest podcast episode. Yeah, let's check.
Oh yeah, let's take a look and see. 46 minutes. Has that been our shortest one yet?
Yeah, definitely. Because our other one was like 50 minutes. That was our other one that was short.
Wow. Man.
But I think that's okay.
That's all right.
You guys just get a little treat here, and then next week you're gonna get a review of It Part 1 and Part 2. And I guess we could go if we find enough time, we could go back and watch the Tim Curry version. But mainly our focus is gonna be on the new one.
Yep. Well, all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for making it to the end. And I'm pretty sure you are going to make it to the end this time because it's only 46 minutes. 47 probably now. But thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate it. Do give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And quite possibly follow us on our Instagram, Grey Street Radio. You could also follow our band at Grey_Street Band. And just give our music a listen. First song you heard at the start of this podcast was actually one of ours called Woman, which you can listen to on Spotify, iTunes, and also Amazon Music, many other music streaming platforms.
Yeah.
But we really appreciate your time, and thank you guys so much for listening, and have a great day.
Love you.
We love you. Have a good day, son.
Like the video!